Good morning, it's Alex here. It is 8 a.m. and I'm about to go get COVID-19 tested here in Da Nang, Vietnam. Let's go. Okay, so I just went to the testing place. It's near a university or at a university, and they said to come back at 2 p.m. There are lots of people just lined up, kind of spaced out 2 meters away from each other, all just waiting to be tested. I guess it was just a bit busy, so they asked us to come back a bit later, at least me. I arrived like 10 minutes after 8 when I was supposed to be there. As you can see, beach is empty, deserted. That's just how it is right now in Da Nang. I actually saw them getting tested, but you aren't allowed in. You can see there's tape over there. If you saw my previous video, I did a detailed breakdown of what's been happening with Vietnam and the teaching job market here and the COVID outbreak. That's why they're testing everyone. I think they're trying to test everyone in the city. The cases have been declining quite rapidly, so that's good, but I think they just want to make sure that there's no more community transmissions. So that's why they're just systematically testing each ward in the city. So I think they're doing it ward by ward on different days, and then the landlords just let you know which day you're supposed to go. So my landlord told me I was supposed to go at 8 a.m. today. So I'll head back there a little later and show you what the testing is like. So I have to fill out this health declaration here, and it's just got basic information saying that, I'm healthy, don't experience any symptoms of COVID. I'm gonna go ahead and hand this in when I get there. Information form of foreigners for screening tests. To deploy the Department of Health's plan on mass testing for COVID-19 in the area of Da Nang to enhance the effective control of the disease. Basically, you just have to say no coughing, sore throats, anything like that. So I'm just here in the line now waiting to get tested. I've been waiting for about 30 minutes, and so far the line has been moving, but it's going pretty slowly. Hopefully everyone in this queue here will be able to get tested today. We'll see. So after waiting in the line for 2 hours, they turned us away. So I was just there with one of the other guys from my building and Kyle, who no explanation given. They just said come back tomorrow. I have no idea why, and people in our building were tested this morning. So it's not like it was the wrong area that was supposed to be there. They didn't give us any reason. They're not even giving our landlady a reason, because they communicate with the landlady and then she tells us. So I'm just really annoyed for waiting that long, and yeah. What the hell, man? Anyway, I get that it's a big task to test an entire city, but come on, went there twice and then was turned away. So annoying. So they said come back in 2 days in the morning at 7:30 a.m. So, I don't know. Whatever. Guess I'll finish the video then. So it's day 2 of trying to get COVID tested. My landlady messaged me last night at midnight saying I should go at 7:30 a.m. the next day. Apparently that's what they told her. And I should probably just have gone then, but I remembered yesterday where, people were arriving way after me and they just kind of got pushed to the front of the line because queuing is not really a thing in Vietnam. So I went at about 10:30 because I figured I could get in before lunch, but then they said no, come back at 2. So that plan didn't work out. So I think I'll just go at about 1 p.m. and just wait it out this time. So apparently my landlady said that some of the data was lost in the system, and I like the translation that I got from her. She said, "Hi Alex, I asked the police. He said there were many cases where data was extracted from the missing system and you were among them." That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that sounds just about right right now with all the disorganization going on. And then on top of that, I tried to go to the bank and deposit some money, and they did my temperature at the door. In fact, right at the beginning, they just didn't want to seem to let me in for some reason. And then they did my temperature, and then they said it was high. It was, one of those machines that like points at your head, and I'm not sure how accurate they are, but they said my temperature was high. So yeah, hopefully I don't have COVID, but I don't think so. I think it was just hot outside. But they also said, oh, come back in the afternoon. So this is becoming a recurring thing. Anyway, I'm trying to just let it go here. There's the staff there that are helping everyone really. They're just doing what they can, and the idea is to make the city free of COVID. So, I'm going to go along with it and try to just let go of the frustration. And I think it's a pretty good lesson for everything that's going on right now in the world. This is just the time where you have to focus on letting go of things that are outside of your control and knowing that things are going to get better and there's going to be more opportunities in the future. And I think that's what everyone has to focus on right now. I'm partly telling myself here, and it can be tough when things aren't going according to your plan. And I wish that things would be different a lot of the time, but at the same time, if you spend all your time wishing things were different to how they are, then you're just wishing your life away. So I think that would be my one piece of advice right now, is when things are tough, just focus on what you can right now, whether that's saving up to move abroad, focusing on getting trained to be an English teacher. Okay, so back to it. I will give you an update once I finally get the test done.
You realize you've totally just gone down the other.
Okay, that's it, done. That was horrible. They stick the swab right up your nose and kind of touches the back of your throat, and it's actually quite painful. And just before that, they also did the blood test. So double whammy right there. And they did check my temperature with the machine, and it seems to be okay. So the one at the bank obviously just was not working properly. It was hilarious though, the queuing system that they used. It was just so inconsistent. And this time I was just laughing at it because it was so inefficient. But at the end of the day, as it got closer to the front, to look much more organized, and things went quite quickly and well. And I think that's Vietnam for you. They're sometimes not the most efficient in systems here, but at the end of the day, it's effective because everyone's getting tested. And if you notice, there were a lot of foreigners. That's because they're specifically testing the foreigners right now. They're testing everyone in the city, but I guess they were just doing foreigners at the same time. And all the testing staff were really nice. They were laughing at how long my full name is, which I'm not gonna tell you guys. I've got a couple of middle names, so it's a long full name, and in Vietnam, there's only 3 syllables typically in a name. We had a little bit of a joke together about it. So a big thank you to all of those people in their full hazmat suits, testing the whole day in the heat. I'm complaining about going in a couple of times. Big thanks to them, and well done Vietnam for doing so well so far. There've only been just over 1,000 cases total in Vietnam now, and I think only 600 of those are community transmissions, and quite a big portion of them are from Da Nang here, so I think it is maybe about 400 or so, and that's why they're testing here in Da Nang specifically. But if you watch my last video, things are pretty much normal in other cities, so hopefully this will continue to decrease the cases in Da Nang. I think there were only 6 new cases yesterday. Each day it seems to be lower and lower. So that's great, and I think this mass testing is going to do the job. And I mean, look, it's not that big of a deal. I like having my freedoms and all of that, but if it's something that's for the good of everyone, testing like this, I think a lot of other countries and the people in other countries can look at the way Vietnam are doing things and learn from it. So hopefully we're on track to get things back to normal here in Da Nang, and hopefully that will get Vietnam moving back towards opening borders slowly but surely. And that's what we're looking forward to, so more people can start teaching English. I will assume that I'm COVID negative. If you see my next video, I'm in quarantine here in Vietnam, then you'll know I did have COVID, but I don't think it's the case. So I'm gonna wrap it up there, and stay tuned for more videos, especially when I'm out and about again and I can show you more of Vietnam. Alright, I'll speak to you soon with more updates and videos about life and teaching English abroad. Give this video a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe for more videos about teaching abroad. Links are below if you are interested in teaching English abroad, and I will speak to you soon in a new video. Peace.